The purpose of this session is to record an orientation for instructors using the Basic Enterprise Architecture course. To start with, we go to the login screen. The login screen address is d2l.nl.edu. That's d2l.nl.edu. And this will be the screen that you will arrive at. You type in your username and your password, and then click login. That will take you to the home page or the My Home area, and you go up to the top blue bar where it says select the course, click the down arrow, and you're able to click the course that you'd like to go in. We're going into the Basic EA Certification Program for 2013. Once you click on that title, you will be taken into the home page of the course, and you can see the title across the top. You can also see as you place your cursor over the link at the very top, you can see the title of the course as well. On this page, you will see an area that you can place course announcements, and I'll show you a little bit later how to create an announcement. You will also see the lighter blue bar at the top that has the links for you to navigate through the course. The first one is the content area. If you click on content, you will be taken to the instructor view of the content area, and it defaults to the ability for you to manage the content. That means that the instructor, all the content that's outlined in this section will have little drop-down arrows next to it, which if you click on a drop-down arrow, you can see that there's an edit function where you can edit, add, or modify any of the content areas that you have here. If we click on the View Content tab at the top and move out of Manage Content, you will get a view of what the students would see, and it's essentially all the links in the course. As we scroll down through throughout the course, you can see that it is one contiguous outline of the entire course, week by week through the entire section for all the modules. And as you scroll down past in this case, the 8th week, you will see a section where all the PDF copies of all the documents are contained for all the presentations. These are all accessible by your students, and they can be printed or downloaded to their computers as well. So I'll scroll back up to the top. You can see that it's fairly easily laid out. The content starts with the orientation, then the syllabus, and then all the learning modules. Now if I click on the title up at the top where we tried to get into the course to begin with, if I click on that title, it will always take me back to the start page, which is where I began. And then I will get my light blue bar back where I could go back into the content. I wanted to also demonstrate that there's an area called Class Tools, which has a down arrow. When I click on the down arrow under Class Tools, I have available to me all of the tools that are included within the course. First one we'll take a look at will be the class list. If I go to the class list, it will show you all the students as well as the instructor logins that are available within the course. So all of your students would be listed here. This is where if you click on a student arrow next to it, you can view their progress, and that's a whole area of where you can see what content they've accessed, what areas they've posted to, what they've submitted, etc. So it allows you to really track their progress in detail. Another good use of this area is to check the box next to the student, and you'll be then able to click on email up above, and you would click once you click on email, it addresses the student right into a blind carbon copy area. You are able to then type in a subject, and down in this box you're able to type your message and then send it. So that's the easiest way to send an email to your students. To get back out of this section, again, we click on the top blue bar link at the name of the course, and it will take us back to the start page. If I go to class tools again, I'll go past class list now, and I can go to all the discussion areas. If I click on discussions, I will see each of the discussion topics listed here. And as I scroll down, I can see that I've got 6 topic discussions here that are already preloaded. If I click on the title of any of these topics, it would take me into the discussion area, and I'd be able to view and see what the postings are from my students, as well as reply to those students or make comments myself. If I go back up to the class tools bar, I can then go to, from discussions, I can go to Dropbox. Dropbox is where all the students will submit their assignments. And you can see I have all the assignments listed here. If I look over to the right, if a student has submitted an assignment, these zeros would change to the number of unread files that I've seen, or the total number of files that are contained there. As an instructor, when I click on the title here of a topic, and if I scroll down a little bit on the screen, I would see my students listed down here, as I do for EA Demo student. And if they have submitted something, the information will be listed right there, and I'll be able to open it and review it. To get back up to the section, I would then go back to folder list at the top, and I will see all my assignments again. To get out of the Dropbox area, I would go to class tools again, and I can select any of the other areas. For example, links. If I go to links, I will see any of the links that I've stored in the course, and this happens to be a link to the Activity Modeling Languages paper that's on the Enterprise Architecture website. If I go back to class tools, I can then get to other areas in the course as well. This is our main list of tools that are activated here. If you wanted to check to see if you have email, you go up to the dark blue line here, and you'll see a little envelope. And so if you click on that envelope, you can go into your email and click on the Go to Email link, and it will take you to your inbox in your email system at D2L. Your messages would be listed here. If you click on them, they will open up in the message in the section that's listed below here, and you will also be given a reply button so you can reply to them. Now, that gives you a very brief overview. Again, I'll click on the top course name up here to take me back to the beginning. It gives you a brief overview of the tools that are listed here. The students themselves have support available to them. These links take them to the various resources within the NOU site, and they even have a help system here that's help for students, and here's help for instructors if you need to refer to any of those resources for learning further tools within the D2L environment. Now let's look at course announcements. You'll see this little down arrow next to course announcements, and then it will tell you to go to the news tool. And if you go to the news tool, one of the items is to click on new item so you can make a new announcement. You give it a headliner like welcome, for example, and then you type in a paragraph here, and then just click publish, and that announcement will appear on the front page of the course, so the students will see it as they enter. It would appear right here under the course announcements tab. I hope this has been helpful to give you a very quick tour of the D2L environment. I hope you enjoy your experience.